Hello everyone, welcome to the class and good morning. Today we are discuss about the Hindu newspaper 20 January 2025, and today first news is Bangladesh short circuit trips Adani Power's Godda project. Okay, इसके बारे में देखते हैं कि गोडा प्रोजेक्ट, ये अडानी पावर्स मतलब क्या क्या बात है, ये क्या चीज़ है. ठीक है, मतलब अडानी पावर्स गोडा प्रोजेक्ट एक बांग्लादेश और अडानी ने एक प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया है. ठीक है, वो क्या है, क्या किस लिए है, ये सब हम देखते हैं. और ये प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो कहाँ पे, झारखंड में स्टार्ट किया. देखो यहाँ पे अडानी गोडा पावर प्रोजेक्ट यहाँ पे है झारखंड में. ओके, और ये बांग्लादेश. तो यहाँ पे ये प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया गया है. So the Adani Power project in Bangladesh is Power Purchase Agreement (PPA) between Adani Power Jharkhand में Limited (APJL) and the Bangladesh Power Development Board (BPDB). The agreement was signed in November 2017. So agreement जो था, the agreement is for 25 years. Okay, and the APJL यानी कि APJL अडानी पावर प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो सप्लाई करता 1496 megawatt of electricity from its Godda plant in Jharkhand. Okay, and the Bangladesh will buy all the electricity produced by the plant, and the plant runs on 100% imported coal. And what's happened since the agreement? The plant became fully operational in June 2023, and the plant supplies 7 to 10% of Bangladesh's base load. Next is in 2023 to 2024, the plant exported nearly 63% of India's total power export to the Bangladesh. Bangladesh's top court ordered a review of the agreement, and Bangladesh has halved its power buying from Adani amid payment disputes. Now, why is the agreement being reviewed? The agreement raised questions about the assumption made in calculating the reference tariff, and the agreement include obsolete tax provisions. Its nuclear weather, the Bangladesh government was informed of changes in applicable laws. Now, topic number second, Queen Sambia was the real founder of the Chola Empire, says Kanisetti. देखो ये क्वीन सैम्बिया क्या है, कौन है, या चोला एम्पायर क्या है, ये हम डिस्कस करने वाला. हमारा ये मतलब नहीं है कि किसने मतलब क्या बोला है. इन्होंने ये बोला है कि क्वीन सैम्बिया वाज द रियल फाउंडर ऑफ द चोला एम्पायर. ओके, सो देखते हैं कि ये चोला एम्पायर होता क्या है. देखो, इन्होंने अनिरुद्ध कनिसेट्टी ने एक पब्लिक हिस्टोरियन है, उन्होंने बोला कि द क्वीन सैम्बियन Mahadevi was the real founder of the Chola Empire, and Kanisetti argument is the Chola Empire was made by its queens. Sambian Mahadevi was the queen consort and empress of the Chola Empire from 949 to 957 Common Era. She was the wife of Gandharaditya, okay, Chola, and the mother of Uttama Chola. She was a powerful empress who built many temples, donated generously to temple in South India, and she integrated the icon of the god Nataraja into temples. She chose temples in frontier regions where her father-in-law was fighting wars, and she rebuilt blade temples and included her personal god नटराजा in them. देखो आगे डिस्कस करते हैं नटराजा के लिए और उनके टेम्पल्स के लिए कि उन्होंने मतलब उनकी आर्ट कैसी थी. ओके, उनकी पेंटिंग कैसी थी, उनका जो कल्चर था वो कैसा था. ओके, एंड शी सेड दैट द लोकल असेंबली ऑफ अ विलेज वुड एडमिनिस्टर द गिफ्ट शी मेड टू टेम्पल ऑन हर बिहाफ. सो व्हाट इज चोलास? ओके, The Cholas 300 CE and 1300 CE, 300 Common Era to 1300 Common Era, were the great empire in southern India whose influence spread well beyond their borders. Okay, and they were active participant in the Hindu culture impact observed in Southeast Asia today. And during the Chola period, Tamil culture and arts achieved their pinnacle, and the Chola history is divided into 4 periods: the Sangam Cholas, the interregnum between the fall of the Sangam Cholas and the rise of imperial medieval Cholas under Vijayala. Okay, Vijayalaya. And the Vijayalaya dynasty, the final later Chola dynasty of Kulothunga Chola first for the third quarter of the 11th century. And the Cholas were great warriors who used military strength to extend their empire, as well as astute politicians who struck deal and exchanged gifts with local kings to exert influence over new regions without the administrative difficulties of direct governance. And the family acquired control of the new area via both real and metaphorical means. As their royal emblem, Chola rulers used a tiger symbol. Okay, Chola rulers used a tiger symbols. Remember that. And now, ये देखो यहाँ पे ये है हमारी चोला डायनेस्टी. ठीक है, साउथ इंडिया में ये यहाँ पे श्रीलंका एंड ये यहाँ पे चोला डायनेस्टी, ये वाली सारी. और ये जो है चोला इन्फ्लुएंस, यहाँ पे ये सारा आपको दिख रहा है ग्रीन कलर में, चोला इन्फ्लुएंस. लेकिन इसमें जो आपको दिख रहा है इस पिक्चर में एक चीज़ और क्लियर होती है कि चोला डायनेस्टी वाले, मतलब कि चोला डायनेस्टी में जो ट्रेड होता था उस ट्रेड का रूट ये था. ओके, रेड कलर में आपको दिख रहा है, यहाँ से ट्रेड का रूट ये है. ठीक है, वो ट्रेड करते थे, वो ऐसा इस तरीके से ट्रेड करते थे, उनका ट्रेड रूट ये था. चोला सोर्स. The principal source for studying Chola history is over 10,000 inscriptions carved on copper and stone. Okay, copper and stone. The inscriptions mostly chronicle king and other people's endowments and contribution to temples. Okay, and land transactions and taxes, both collection and exemption. Okay, both में है collection and exemption are significant components of its substances. Copper plates, in addition to stone inscriptions, contain royal orders. Okay, they also include information on ancestry, battles, conquest, administrative divisions, local government and property rights and taxation. Tamil literature flourished throughout this period, hence literary material abound. The rise of Bhakti Sant, okay, and the composition of hymns reflect social characteristics of the time, and this time includes Muvarula and the renowned epic Kamba Ramayanam, okay, and Pranthaka Cholas Uttara Merur inscriptions outlines the election of local self-government committees. And Chola's origin, prior to the 7th century CE Common Era, there is relatively little written evidence for the Cholas, and the primary source of knowledge of the early Cholas include Sangam period, Tamil literature, oral traditions, religion writings, and temple and copper plate inscription. This reign lasted for nearly 5 centuries until the 13th century. However, the state of Andhra had a Chola monarchy and the flourished for and wide about the 2nd century. And Sangam literature emerged during the early days of Chola dominance, and Kantaman was a famous king during this time period. And the Cholas had ultimate power and growth during the medieval period, and this is when rulers such as Aditya I and Prantaka I regned. The Raja Raj Chola and Rajendra Chola expanded the dominant into the Tamil area from here, and later Kulothunga Chola took over Kalinga to establish a strong rule, and later Cholas asserted a long and ancient pedigree as well. The Cholas are referenced in Ashokan Edict written 273 before Common Era BCE to 232 BCE, यानी कि before Common Era, and as one of the Mauryan Empire's southern neighbors who, while not subject to Ashoka, and were amicable with him. There are also brief mentions of the Chola land and its towns, port, and commerce in the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, Ptolemy's little letter book. And the 5th century CE Buddhist scripture Mahavamsa chronicles a series of confrontations in the 1st century BCE, before Common Era, between the natives of Ceylon and the Cholas. Chola administration, the king was in charge, and Chola inscriptions refer to him as Ko, okay, and Perumal Adigal, the great one, and Ko Konmai Kondan, king of kings, okay, Ko Konmai Kondan, king of kings. The king is described in the Chola inscription as a great warrior, conqueror, great patron of art, destroyer of evil, and generous and a protector with a pleasing personality. And the king went on royal tours to improve administration efficiency, and the administration structure was larger than that of the Cheras, Pandyas, and Pallavas. However, after the death of Kulothunga first, it began to decline and the power of local chieftains grew. The Rashtriam Rajyam empire was divided into 8 mandals, provinces, each with its own governor, viceroy, and generally a prince. The province were subdivided further into Valanadas or Kotams, okay, Kotams, and each Valanadas was subdivided further into Nadus, यानी कि district under Natar. Nadus means district. District was made up of several autonomous villages, and the Guilds and Shrenis were also involved in administration, and Nagaram was the assembly of mercantile groups, merchants, and was specific to different trades and specialized groups. The administrative structure grew in size, particularly during the reign of Raja Chola first. The government at the time had a large land revenue department with several tiers that was primarily concerned with accounting. Revenue was assessed and collected by corporate bodies such as the Arya Nadu and Sabha Nagaram, and sometimes by local chieftains who passed the revenue to the center. During the reign of Raja Chola first, the state launched a massive land survey and assessment project, and the empire was reorganized into Valanadas. The executive officer was the first communicate the king's order to the local authorities, and the following that the transactions records were drawn up and attested by the number of witnesses, and who were either local magnates or government officials. Now, Chola economy. The main source of revenue were land revenue and trade taxes. The Chola rulers issued gold, silver, and copper coins. At the local level, agriculture settlements served as the foundation of commercial town Nagaram, which served as a redistribution center for externally produced item bound for consumption in the local economy, as well as sources of products made by Nagaram artisans for international trade. And the elite merchants group यानी कि Samayam, who organized and dominated the origins international maritime trade IMT, were at the top of the economic pyramid. Next, cotton clothes was one of the most important items export the other country. Okay, you also know that cotton clothes was one of the most important items export to the other country. Okay, Urayur, the yearly Chola ruler's capital, was a well-known center for cotton textile, which were praised by Tamil poets. And metal crafts reached their pinnacle during the 10th and 11th century thanks to the patronage of Chola rulers such as Champion Madevi. Wood steel was a significant export item, and farmer held one of the highest position in the society. And a brisk internal trade in several articles was conducted by organized mercantile cooperation in various parts of the country, and metal industries and jewelers art had advanced a high level of excellence, and the production of sea salt. Okay, sea salt was supervised and controlled by the government, and merchants were organized into guild to conduct business. Now, Chola society. Several guilds, communities, and castes arose during the Chola period. The guild was one of the South India's most important institution, and merchants organized themselves into guilds. The Manigramam and Ayavole guild were the most well known, but other guild such as Ajuvanam and Valangiar also existed, and farmer held some of the highest position in society. The Velalar community comprised the country's nobility or landed aristocracy and was an economically powerful group. Under the Chola rulers, and the Velalar community was the dominant secular aristocratic caste, providing courtiers, most army officers, lower ranks of the bureaucracy, and the upper layer of the peasantry. The people of the core Chola region were able to live productive and contented live as a result of the origins stability. Now, very important topic is Chola art and architecture. Chola architecture is associated with the imperial Cholas who ruled southern India, including most what is now Tamil Nadu, from 850 to 1250 CE, common era. Okay, and the Chola period was characterized by constant innovation in the fields of architecture and art. The Chola architecture was created by utilizing the enormous wealth gained through their aggressive conquest in endless wars against several Southeast Asian kingdoms. Under the Cholas, the Dravidian style of art and architecture reached its pinnacle, and temple construction was prolific during Raja Chola's reign of 1009 years. Raja first Brihadishvara temple in Tanjore is a work of art in South Indian art and architecture. देखो ये है बृहदीश्वर टेम्पल इन तंजौर. ओके, द विमन अर्धा मंडपा, Maha Mandapa, and a large pavilion in front known as the Nandi Mandapa make up the structure. And Tanjore's magnificent Shiva temple is known as Raja Rajeshwara or Brihadishwara temple. Raja Chola first commissioned and completed this temple around 1009. Another notable Chola contribution to temple architecture is Rajendra first Shiva temple at Gangikonda Cholapuram. Okay, later Chola temple include the air Vateswara temple in Tanjore district and Kampashvara temple in Tribhuvanam. And Shiva, the primary deity of Chola temples, is depicted as a massive lingam set a two-story sanctum, and through painted murals and sculptures, the well surrounding the lingam was depicted with a mythological narrative. Now, Chola bronze statues of Nataraja. Chola bronze are famous all over the world. The bronze statues of Nataraja, the dancing Shiva, are works of art. देखो ये है bronze statues of Nataraja. ये पिक्चर आपको दिख रही है ना. Chola queens Sambian Mahadevi erected Nataraja oldest freestanding stone sculptures, and Nataraja status depict dancing Shiva, ये, and date from the 10th century AD Chola Empire. It also represents Lord Shiva smiling while dancing, demonstrating the calm and energetic personality he possesses. The dance posture represents the universe's creation, preservation, and destruction. Chola paintings have been discovered on the walls of Narthamalai and Tanjore temples. Now, Chola paintings. Narthamalai contains Chola paintings. Okay, and the most important Chola paintings were discovered in the Tanjore's Brihadeshwara temple, and the paintings were created on the walls of the shrine's narrow passageway. And 2 layers of paintings were discovered in the Brihadeshwara temple. The upper layer was completed in the 16th century during the Nayak period, and the Chola paintings in the temple depict Lord Shiva narrations, Shiva as Kailash, Shiva as Tripurantaka, and Shiva as Nataraja. The portrait of the patron Raja and his mentor Kuruvar, dancing figure, and so on. ओके, सो आई होप ये दोनों टॉपिक आपको क्लियर हो गए होंगे. ये जो हमारा चोला एम्पायर, ये चोला डायनेस्टी का जो टॉपिक है, ये मेंस पर्सपेक्टिव से भी और प्री के पर्सपेक्टिव बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, और इसलिए मैंने इसके सारे यानी कि चोलाज इकोनॉमी, चोलाज पेंटिंग, ये सारी चीज़ें, चोलाज आर्किटेक्चर इसलिए कंप्लीट कराई क्योंकि मेंस में जब आता है ना, ये चीज़ें इसके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. ओके, सो आज के लिए क्लास यहीं तक रखते हैं, एंड कल नेक्स्ट क्लास में मिलते हैं. तब तक के लिए बाय. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.